So there's a lot of misconceptions about bravery. Bravery is is not a lack of fear, but the conquest of it. So like the opposite of fear isn't bravery, it's mental strength. So like if you knew someone was suicidal, right? They tell you every day they want to die, and then one day they jump in front of a bullet and save someone's life. Would you consider that brave or courageous? Because most people wouldn't. Mentally strong is knowing the truth and accepting it and living your life in that truth. Knowing we all die, knowing that death is a part of the natural cycle and nothing to fear. You can't prevent it, so wasting your energy worrying about it is pointless. So, no fear of death or the future comes from that. Loving people, even though it typically yields no rewards, and because you know that letting out that positive energy might make the world a little brighter. But if you're giving out negative energy, it will definitely 100% of the time make the world a little darker. So you would rather help the world by producing that positive energy. So you have no fear of loving or being loved. And always being true to yourself, because at the end of the day, you are who you are. Well, you'll never be able to change that. And always finding a positive outlet for whatever urges or passions or energies that you have. And that will give you that'll give you no fear of your own self. Then understanding that other people's opinions of you don't make your truth. They don't create the truth. That they don't define who you are. Only you do. And that mental strength will give you no fear of judgment or being judged. Because at the end of the day, what's it matter what they say when they're wrong? You know yourself better than they do. There was I can't remember where I heard it specifically, but I would consider him a wise man. And he said that there are a billion different versions of you. Now, we're not talking about the multiverse. We're talking about this one reality that we're in right now in the universe. For every single person that's ever met you or heard about you or had even, the slightest inkling of who you are, maybe passed you in the street and never talked to you, or saw your face up on a billboard for your job or something, or a business card. But as soon as they see you, they immediately come up with a mental idea of who they think you are. And that's a version that exists in their reality, but it doesn't exist in anyone else's. Because every single person that you've influenced in one way or another has their own version of who you are. And that version to them is just as real as the version who you believe yourself to be. Because we all create our own realities. So if it is reality and that is really the person that you are to them, there's literally millions of yous floating out in the world. And even if you're really in tune with your inner self, really, connected with who you are spiritually, emotionally, and all that, you're still, as a human, never going to understand the full story, 100% of everything that goes into that. You might have a good idea, maybe 99%, but you're never going to be at 100. So your version of who you are isn't even necessarily the correct one. And that's not even counting the people that are delusional and refuse to accept who they are as people, and refuse to admit that they have flaws and they have strengths and take accountability for that and accept them as them. So the only version of you that really exists, the true version of you, is the version that God sees you as. Because God created you. He knows exactly who you are, even if you don't. And I think that that's really the version that we should be listening to. Don't worry about what other people think of you. It's not your job to change their minds. You are you, and that's the only person you can be. And if they believed a lie about you because of their own ignorance, there's nothing that you can do about that.